Yo, what's up guys, Boss here, and I'm back in the YouTube video, and this time we're going to be playing some top letter using Goblin Hut Graveyard. So if you guys don't remember, a couple years ago, Goblin Hut used to be really strong, kind of like how it is now after the buff it got, and a lot of people used Goblin Hut Graveyard, and I think it's back. I saw a lot of people using this exact deck right here in Grand Challenges and Ladder. Thought I'd try it out myself. I played a few games with it, and I really think it's much stronger now. The Goblin Hut, you can tell especially, it's just super good against tanks now, and honestly win conditions in general, because now when it breaks, you have those additional 3 spear goblins that help out, whereas before when it would die, it would do nothing, right? And you just have to rely on your other cards to help. But now the Goblin Hut's just helpful when it actually breaks, kind of like the Barbarian Hut. You saw how much better it was now that it has the 2 barb spawn when it dies. Baby Dragon, Musketeer, really good support cards and air counters, and then Knight's just a tank. Skeletons are kind of just for cycles. Snowball for pushback, because you don't really have the tornado, so I feel like you kind of need something to push stuff like balloons and hog riders. And then you have the poison, because if you verse graveyard or a skeleton barrel clone deck, really useful to have. So yeah, we'll try to get to maybe 6100. That sounds like a pretty good goal. And we'll search the first game right now. And I think the ideal, as I've been playing this, what I've noticed is a really ideal starting play, just going for Goblin Hut, start the game off. If you don't have Encycle, obviously you can't do that, but I feel like Goblin Hut is a card that really can't be punished. I mean, worst case scenario, your opponent rushes in, kills your alright, so it looks like he's got Sparky, so I think we need to go opposite lane here. Goes for giant split. We'll see how he defends the skeletons on the graveyard. Looks like this might be kind of like a tower trade situation, so very interesting start to this first match. Do I get the skeletons down in time? I do. Wait, we might actually defend. Wow, guys, we defended really nicely. We took almost no damage there. Skeletons really came in clutch. The fact that we were able to cycle back to them, that was really nice. So our cycle was really messed up there. We didn't even have a Goblin Hut. He couldn't handle it, guys. He couldn't handle. Guys, he just could not handle it. Oh well, we'll take this win. Move on to the next one, I guess. Wow. I did not expect to take no damage from that Sparky. That was pretty crazy. Is this going to be enough damage? Please tell me this is enough. I don't want to have to cycle another graveyard. That's going to be it. Let's go. What a crazy first game. It was really just all because he decided to. This is why, guys, I always say this. I always say this. Sparky in the back first play, I do not recommend it at all. I made a Sparky video a little while ago. We're at top 1600 now. But yeah, I made a Sparky video a little while ago. I think it was maybe 2 videos ago. That don't Sparky first play. You can lose games because of it. It's kind of like Golem first play in a way. It's so risky. So we're gonna go ahead and poison his Goblin Hut, because what's unfortunate is his is helping kill ours, but ours wasn't really hitting his, so a little bit unlucky there for us, but I think we're fine. Skeleton Barrel gets distracted, and he's got a Dart Goblin, which we can just play probably Knight on if it crosses over the bridge, but looks like our Spear Goblins do enough damage, so we don't even need to worry about it. I'm just gonna go Knight on his Knight, cancel each other out. He's gonna go really aggressive right now, not really too sure why, because we can just snowball those bats, so really didn't do much there for him. We're not going to go too aggressive. We're just going to go for a Goblin Hut, take things kind of slow here, and he's going to go for his own Goblin Hut. He's going to Bar Barrel. I'm going to get Skeletons down. I don't get them down in time. A little bit unfortunate, but we still do an okay job of protecting our Goblin Hut. We're going to go for Baby Dragon here. I think we should take this match pretty slow, just until double, because I think he's got a bit of a faster cycle than I do, and this is actually the exact deck I used last video, I think. I think the deck is 3.1 average elixir, and ours is 3.5. So, versus cheaper decks, you typically just want to take things nice and slow. But because he decided to be quite aggressive with his Skeleton Barrel push, I'm actually going to go ahead and Graveyard. Now, I thought he was going to play Bats, but it looks like he opts to go for Dart Goblin, which I don't really understand, because I felt like if he played Bats there, he would have actually had a better chance of countering that. We're going to poison. This should kill the Dart Goblin. It should take the tower. And now we just have to worry about defending. So, again, I don't really know why he played so aggressively. We were able to counter his Miner and Skeleton Barrel with just a Snowball and take almost no damage. And then with that 4 elixir advantage, we were able to use it for a Graveyard push. He had no elixir to defend. He was basically pretty much screwed after that. So, I don't think we need a Snowball at Skeleton Barrel. With the Baby Dragon and Musketeer helping out, I think we're pretty much okay. We're going to poison the Goblin Hut, and he goes sets up with the Skeleton Barrel in the back. I'm not really liking the Skeleton Barrels in the back. I think playing him at the bridge is much better, but I guess maybe his purpose is to try to cycle 2 of them, but I still don't like the idea. I usually think playing Skeleton Barrel at the bridge is always the way to go, because when you play them in the back, your opponent kind of has more time to react to it. But anyways, it's going to be another pretty easy win there against, yeah, the deck I used last video. He's laughing, guys. Probably not very happy right now. And we're going to be about top 1200 right now. We'll search. Try to, I don't know why the search time's taking so long. I mean, yeah, I know 5 seconds isn't really that long, but when you're not even in the top 1000, I would expect it to be like 1 second, but I guess it's just a little bit slower sometimes. Reverse K, we're gonna go for a Knight on his Miner, and he's gonna have Prince. So probably Giant. We can just Skeletons. Oh, that was almost a great play on his part. Oh, wow, that was so clutch. Did you see that Spear Goblin spawning just in time? Wait. Oh, he's using Giant E-Drag. Oh. Well, I mean, I know a thing or two about this deck. I mean, he doesn't have Log and Cycle right now. Or E-Drag, which are his poison. Aw. Thought he was using Giant E-Drag with Fireball. You know, like I usually do. Man, that sucks. Poison is a great answer to our graveyard. At least now, though, we have the kind of the... Does that miss the Giant? Oh, no, I hate it. I thought the Giant was out of range. I think I barely hit both the Mega Minion and the Giant. Anyways, I guess what this means is we're going to have to use our Goblin Hunt to kind of like bait out his poison. So then we're either going to get value out of the Goblin Hut or out of the graveyard, because he's going to have to decide which one he wants to poison, because besides the poison, he really doesn't have a good graveyard counter. We might have to go for defensive graveyard here against his Prince, because, well, we'll really just kind of have to see what he does, because sometimes when you're playing versus Prince, you have to defensive graveyard against it. You don't really have a choice. We are going to poison this E-Drag, though, just because I don't really want it to get too much value, and by the time the poison expires, it's at low enough health for the Baby Dragon to easily finish it off. And we could go for a graveyard here. You know, even though he probably could counter it pretty easily, this is going to allow us to Goblin Hut without us having to worry about him like poisoning it or really breaking through for that matter. And now this means we can play like a Musketeer right next to the Goblin Hut without him having a poison and cycle. So there's really no way he breaks through here. We're also going to play Skeletons. We're definitely poisoning the E-Drag again. And he goes to Log, so Log is a great counter to the graveyard too. We have another opportunity that we could potentially go in here pretty aggressively. He might just poison the graveyard again, but honestly, still good, because then we just play another Goblin Hunt, right? Really annoying for him to deal with. So that breaks. We go for another Goblin Hunt here. And as of right now, unless he kind of switches up his game plan, things are not really looking that great for him. Maybe what he needs to do is play some... I'm not really exactly sure what I would do if I were in this situation, but I think I would be going in for probably some Princes opposite lane when I'm going in for those low Goblin Huts, but I definitely wouldn't be doing what he's doing, because he's just kind of making the same plays over and over, and they're not really working out for him. But yeah, I think going opposite lane might be kind of like the way to go for him. Like maybe Giants in the right lane instead of just constantly playing them in the same spot. Definitely don't agree with that Miner there. That was a bit, like a bit aggressive for the situation he's in. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Defensive miners are what you got to do too sometimes in these matchups. That's the other thing. So yeah, we'll just go Musketeer in the back here, and he's again gonna go Giant in the back. So yeah, as I said, things are really not going his way here. I don't like. Again, I don't entirely think this is even a good matchup for him. I definitely would say this is my matchup, so that could definitely be like a factor as to why he's having a hard time. But again, guys, this is why a lot of you guys, I guess I'll address this right now. A lot of you guys ask me, like, why don't I use Giant E-Drag? Well, the main reason why is because you can see, like, right here, look at how hard of a time he has breaking through. And, like, the Goblin Hut, great distraction to the Prince. Like, we just, you know, there's a lot of, I feel like it's a really annoying meta for Giant E-Drag, and the Prince in general. Other thing is Mini P.E.K.K.A. kind of wrecks the Giant. So unless you're using a Giant deck with Mini P.E.K.K.A., it's really hard for you to, we can cycle to just get back to another poison. I'm surprised this game took so long. I guess we wanted to play it, like, safer than sorry, but, I think we still should have been able to take his tower a little bit quicker than we did there. You know what's funny? Every single match, I think we've gotten less than 30 trophies. We got 27, 26, and 26. Yeah, so everyone we've versed so far has been lower than us, but we're one game away from 6,100, and that'll probably put us in the top 1,000 as well. So let's try to win this one here, and then if this game's pretty quick, I'll probably play one more. And it looks like we're versus Kenny, so give this guy the good luck. And we have Goblin Hut in our starting hands, so we can just go ahead and Goblin Hut, playing a little higher just in case he has a Hog Rider, so then this way the Hog doesn't, like, bypass. And it looks like he has the Goblin Hut too. Everyone's using the Goblin Hut. Everyone and their brothers and their mothers and their sisters and everyone. Guess we'll Knight. I mean, I would have preferred to have Skeletons cycle there, to be honest, but I guess Knight's fine too. So we could have ourselves kind of like a similar matchup here. In fact, this could be just a mirror matchup, except the only difference is he has Bar Barrel instead of Snowball, which, you know, kind of makes sense. I can see why he has Bar Barrel in the deck. I feel like both Bar Barrel and Snowball could definitely work in the deck, but I just prefer having Snowball. I really like the pushback if you're versing like a balloon deck. I think it's useful to have. So easily defending that graveyard there. We didn't even have to use the poison. So as you guys saw, honestly, Baby Dragon is a fantastic counter to graveyards. I'm pretty sure if the graveyard doesn't have anything tanking and you play Baby Dragon, you take almost no damage from the graveyard. It's just a fantastic counter to it because of the splash it does. It has a pretty fast fire rate as well. So even though we know he has graveyard, I think I'm just gonna poison this Goblin Hut, because I think especially in single, because he can't build up like monster graveyard pushes, we're gonna have a rather easy time defending his graveyard pushes. So I really am not too worried. Okay, so let's just Skeletons distract that. And once again, you know, we defend the graveyard pretty nicely. We don't take too much damage, and we actually have a nice counter push. So we could potentially go for our own graveyard here. He might poison, but if he does, we're going to have like the Musketeer, Baby Dragon that aren't getting hit by the poison at all. But it looks like he isn't going to poison. He's instead going to play Skeletons and Knight, which means he's definitely taking damage since he didn't Bar Barrel. I'm surprised he didn't Bar Barrel. If he wasn't going to poison, he definitely had to Bar Barrel, I felt like. But anyways, we'll go Goblin Hut and see what he was going to do now. He's going to cycle a Musketeer in the back. I guess we could do the same thing, or cycle a Baby Dragon. I feel like either kind of works. I'm actually going to poison this. Like, this is a good value poison, and as I said, I really, as you guys have kind of already noticed, I've had just a really easy time kind of defending his graveyard so far, and I imagine if we just keep up the same kind of a game plan, it's not going to be too bad. We could even Goblin Hut here. Goblin Hut is kind of a decent counter to the graveyard because the graveyard gets distracted and goes for the Goblin Hut instead of the tower, which isn't exactly what the graveyard player wants. Like, you're going to see here, Goblin Hut does a nice job, the Spear Goblins, kind of taking care of the graveyard there. And we'll go for kind of like a high Musketeer and Skeletons. And so far, things are just looking really solid for us. I think I'm going to poison his... Oh, nice. Baby Dragon goes inside the poison, too. So that means it's going to get low enough that our Musketeer should be able to take it out. Hopefully, guess not. We'll go another Goblin Hunt here, though. And we'll see if he goes for Graveyard. He does. Look at the Spear Goblins that are going to spawn out of that. That Graveyard was kind of completely useless. And he poisons. So now he just used 9 Elixir. How does he defend this? I don't think he can. Skeletons die instantly to the poison. Our skeletons surround the tower. And that's GG. No way he can defend that. So we pick up a nice win there against a mirror matchup. Except he had Barbarian instead of Snowball. Besides that, complete mirror matchup. And I thought we played that just a bit better because what we did differently is we were going for Goblin Huts we were stacking more Goblin Huts than him. I played them as soon as I realized what his deck was behind my tower, which helps versus the Graveyard, and he wasn't being aggressive enough with his poisons. I think a lot of people, when they a lot of Graveyard players, when they play Graveyard mirror matchups, they think that you should only poison the Graveyard, which isn't really true. You're using your poison a lot on really any time you really can get value, and you know that they're not going to be able to punish you hard with the Graveyard. Like, if they have Baby Dragon Musketeer, that's such a good poison value, because poison kills Musketeer, your poison will likely hit the tower too if they're next to the tower, and also take out about like 2/3 health off the Baby Dragon, so it's really valuable. Alright, we're top 830 right now. This will be our last game, win or loss probably, but we'll try to win. And I think the leaderboard's glitched, so we might actually be higher than top 830. There's always like 100 accounts that are glitched or so. Beginning of the season, if you guys know what I'm talking about. I think I checked the leaderboards and it said in like the second day of the season there was already someone at like 7,000 trophies, which obviously is not really true. So there's still some glitches going on with the leaderboards. I'll double check though after this match. And it looks like he has Ewiz and Baby Dragon, so I don't really know what this is yet. We're just leaking a little bit of Elixir and then just going to go for a Knight on top of the Ewiz. And then Knight's also going to do a good job versus that Bandit. I'm not sure if it's going to kill it because of the... Oh, wow. Looks like he has Wizard. I'm doing a defensive poison. And I'm hoping that Wizard doesn't get a single shot on our Barb Hut. Looks like it does. That's fine. So we know what he has now. Never mind. I have no idea what the rest of his cards are. I was thinking this was probably going to be like a P.E.K.K.A deck with Wizard instead of, I guess, like Magic Archer, but clearly I just don't know what this is. It's something a little bit... Oh my gosh, that's an aggressive play. No, I didn't get the Knight down in time. Guys, if I got the Knight down in time, I think it would have been GG. Our Musketeer would have been alive, and by the way... He doesn't, after that Ewiz, he has, like, no Elixir. If we had that Musketeer up still, like, here's what would have happened. Musketeer would have killed the Ewiz faster, would have locked on the tower, Baby Dragon would have been at more health. Oh my gosh, that would have been so good, but unfortunately, I didn't get the, I think the Bandit was raged up, so it was harder for me to react to it, I'm pretty sure. Maybe that's why, but if we got the Knight down in time, that would have been huge. I'm telling you guys. So, he's just going to Baby Dragon it. Is he going to Wizard this Baby Dragon? Okay, I'm definitely poisoning that. We got to watch out for his Rage balloon pushes now. Alright, we got the... Oh, no. Oh, we don't take any damage. Nice. That's why I like the Snowball in the deck for the pushback. Okay, he's going to Scar me this, right? Yeah. It's too predictable, guys. Shouldn't our... Oh, okay, we're definitely poisoning that. When do we go for Graveyard? I want to, but this is kind of a... Okay, oh no. Please tell me this is a tower trade. Guys, I think we lost. No! No! Oh, so close. 246. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that's the deck we lose to on our last game. We lose to a Rage. We lose to a Rage Balloon Bandit deck. Well, I don't even know what that was. I think the Rage definitely helped him there a bit because, well, one, definitely caught me off guard a couple of times, that's for sure. Like earlier in the game, I didn't get the Knight down in the Bandit because the Bandit was just raged up, charged much faster. And also, oh my gosh, I think I was a bit too aggressive there at the end. I don't think I should have gone for a balloon, or when he went for Balloon Bandit. First of all, I wasn't expecting him to do that, but had I known he was going to do that, I would have obviously, you know, I would have defended instead of being aggressive. But what in the world? That's probably a deck you guys are used to versing at, like 5,000 trophies. I assume, like, something crazy like that. Like, yeah, beginning of season, though, guys, you get these really, really weird decks you verse. But yeah, that's going to be it. Make sure to like the video if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, or subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And let me know what deck you guys want to see next. I'm not sure what, you know, what I'm going to use next video. I have a few ideas, though. I'm actually thinking I was going to use maybe another Skeleton Barrel deck. I could also use this Giant Cannon Cart deck. So weird, this Giant Cannon Cart deck has kind of became meta the last couple of days. Not sure why it wasn't good last season, because I feel like it would be decent in last season's meta. But let me know if you guys want a deck on this, or a video on this, or this like Lava Clone deck with the Skeleton Barrel Healer. I'm not really sure. There's a lot of toxic decks right now in this meta after the Goblin Hunt and Skeleton Barrel buff. But anyways, thanks again. Until next time, guys.